Yesterday, during the NRM primaries, we saw NRM youth who are said to be under the ghetto structures headed by General Damulira, stealing people on the streets of Kampala. Ever since General Damulira entered the ghettos, we are seeing youths in the NRM paraphernalia stealing people on the streets. And I think General Damulira is criminalizing these youths against the opposition, not knowing that he's building a time bomb which will cause insecurity in our nation. In the streets of around Maki India streets and Chibuli Kabalagala, we saw NRM stealing people in broad lights. In fact, this is what happened. Here's a tape.
Uyo musajja bamubye ate bamukubye ndaba bamukubye buno buli ku gali wa just NRM guys just obu bao wambadde masadi ga 7 wao bali ku gali baba kubye bambira wa musajja bamukubye ono gambira walking emotoka
those are the youths in the NRM paraphernalia. You clearly see that they went from somewhere organized, given NRM uniforms. This is a replica which used to happen under Boda Boda 2010 with Kaihura. Okay? General Damulira is tainting his name is a face of impunity when it comes to the ghettos. He may think that he's organizing goons against the opposition, not knowing that he's organizing goons against the state. This is how states fail. Okay, we first saw this when Museveni was going for nomination. People were beaten to the pulp. People's property were stolen. Even up to now, there is no video that shows that we were brought in court. Because if there was, we could see them. In fact, it is said that even people who stole people on the streets are not the same people who were taken to court. Remember, we are going in an election. Imagine if the same people who were stealing people on the streets were wearing Bobby Wine's t-shirts. The state would go attack the NUP headquarters, arrest each and every foot soldiers with trumped up charges. But since these goons are working for them, it's so unfortunate. In fact, even the masses are becoming stronger. The masses descended on one of them, and I think it is said that he was killed. Whenever you leave the law in the hands of the people, this is how people react. The masses descended on one of the youth who had come out to steal on the streets, and he was beaten to the pulp. In fact, here's a tape. I want you to see it before you proceed.
Bawe bagenda mukuba yawedde uyo bazumikidde uyo bayo osoko osibemu wano oyo jinja ku mutwe bagenda mutta
So what you are seeing is an NRM youth. When the police sits back to see their criminals stealing people, the common man will step up to see that he protects his property. I was born in Kabalaga. In the early 2000s, thieves were burnt to ashes because the police didn't do the extra work of keeping law and order. So the citizens used to, when they get a thief, they kill him. This is what is happening. What pains me more is General Damulira. A police officer is a catalyst of this. Okay? Is a catalyst. Now the youth are being killed. Let's continue with the video. That is a youth. That is the youth who was being killed by the mob, and it's so unfortunate. So unfortunate. But we have reached here because we have a regime that is a criminal enterprise that thinks that by organizing criminals to engage the opposition, they are getting something, not knowing that they are putting our country on the pedestal. They are playing Russian roulette with our country. In fact, even Sam Junganda on the whole program, he was debating Dombo. He ended up speaking about the issues of the ghetto youths. He spoke about how the regime is using criminals against the opposition. For anyone who is there, just imagine if it was NUP having a youth who puts on his paraphernalia. What do you expect? In fact, Honorable Sam Junganda said these statements.
Emmanuel Dombo mwakwata kati Major General Christopher Damulira bamuyita Kuteesa is a major. Nemubagamba bagende nze Damulira namumitingako bwe yannyonnyola nga it made sense nanga nti okulwanyisa crime olumu bano abaana babadde involved mu crime oyino bali kurotinga ne bakuyambako saamanya nti mwali mubakola mu liigi NRM kati balina liigi y'aba criminals ewaffe Museveni adajja niwe yabadde Namboole abo abaana bayuziza ebifaananyi byaffe ekiro nga bepakira ku pick up si zaabwe z'abantu abategera abadeployinze era ekyo nali nkigamba is a friend bwe nali ngamba nti nze Museveni wajja n'awamba nali muto basooka kuwamba ebitundu ebyawambibwa Mbarara ne bajja e Masaka kojja wange Siraaji olwo yali akulira poliisi Kyazanga bayitawo mu kiti bamuyitawo team n'omulala ne babasiba akandooya naye nga teriyo abalumirwa because they were very notorious ng'aba UPC otiimu bamusiba akandooya n'ayabika ekifuba n'afa ntumuzika omukalitunsi ng'ogenda ebijaaba kojja wange ne bamusiba amagulu ne galengejja eminyera ne giyiika omusaayi ne kutandika ng'eminyera giweddeyo Katonda n'amusaasira n'atafa kati muluzeeyo mu biseera by'aba UPC by'aba UC Winga okufunayo abantu abatwalira amateeka mu ngalo mu abanene ne mubeesamba ne mugamba mbu kino nakiri. It will take some mind okudisbandinga group zino ne mubazaayo okuservinga sentences zaabwe obatwala mu makomera nga criminals. I have told you I was at risk sirina government nina bagamba nti mwabbi abantu nga ndaba you are no longer my security team nembagoba. In fact namalako campaign eyo nga I've hired bouncers against my own security team nemagawe mulabaka abaana abo mubagobe kulale nga nyino ko yalinga aba bouncer babagobe tebaddamu na kunsemberera kati mwe muba glorifying abaana abo babadde kasokoso Museveni bamaze okwogera ye nasimbula ne sefusi ne simbula ne besasula tewali yezeyo na simu wallet
ye ate Dombo atugambye nti kulumbe
yabadde nali mubulidde bakubine byali mu Kampala bino yabadde kasokoso kati simanye Museveni okujja Namboole sina kufuna report antenze sirimba sija kujanga ne Namboole byabadde nobody has told me that naye kye basoose okukola a night before nga bayina pick up buli otwatimbe bipande babikunyuddeyo ne babivuga gye babitute simanyiyo kati fetwere straining adomo nenda futuna abaana abanyiga ate abamu abaana bemukozesa baba mu bitundu nga tubamanyi nti abo baba je mu Spanish City baba je wali ku Aboja Street baba je China City tubamanyi leke mule ko bulabe ku kyalo kuba nafa batuwagira je bali bwe maganti mu balumbe bajja balumba muleke kudira abaana bano mbafulenga aba UPC bwe baberanga so kino kibazo kiri deliberate nti ebintu batayagala uniform de police ne military okukola they have now found a group ngabala banga kiboko squad Damulira ere kasokoso yabaddeyo sinti yadaze ku boosting security ya Museveni ne ba mutwe primary and Museveni aze kusinkana saako ya ghetto ate kugamba osasira olu Museveni bamufera ewaffe tayinayo PDM program ne muja jasobola ku presentinga kati bamfunide abaana nga 20 ne babambaza t-shirt za yero n'ebidomola mbuboza motoka awo beneficiary ba PDM n'akyama waawo n'abeebaza nga byonna byakupanga. You can't run a state like mafias. Dombo namwe mwe muli, I respect you, wali commissioner waffe nti okay maybe you are not part of it, ne abantu balekerawo obuyaye bamulese abaana babambazize ngoye ku makya ne bagamba muyimirirawo ne bakyamyeyo president sebo bano bafuna emyoga enagaye program zikola naye mwalonda bubi wano ba MP. So I worry, and Peter I worry nti bane kubuli batutwalamu bwe munayita abaana muyita abageto ne batimbula ebifaananyi byaffe ne batukolako effujjo, tujja kutandika okurespondinga ate bagambe nti basemunju mubalabi. Kuba kati I just imagine nti mu Kampala kole babba abantu singa waliwo abali organized obulungi bwe bali bakuye nga nti bakuye bali mu t-shirt za Museveni ne bakoye wakuba bonna bali vulnerable mukazi nga bamulesolinga kutaka tayina mutaasa. But you will find
that is Honorable Samujunganda. So General Damulira, you are playing Russian roulette with our country. You are enterprising the police office, the police officers in criminality. But we know how the movie will end, and it will end by you being in the dock like the way Kaihura was. And all those who have been helping you will face the same charges. It's time for you to change. I remain yours truly, Mr. Makinde, Kabir Sulaiman Mawagari, the next MP for Makinde East constituency. I will see you on another one. Peace.